RTV6's Hiring Hoosiers works to connect you to jobs, training, and career development. We're telling stories and finding new options to better your situation and your skills. This is RTV6's Hiring Hoosiers Report. One of the largest tech companies calling Indy home will need 2,500 more people over the next 5 years. Today, Infosys released a detailed report on the urgent need to find people with science, math, and engineering skills, but also people who can also communicate, work with others, and be trained. We talked with Infosys on what they call the digital revolution and how you could be a part of it. When you talk about the digital revolution in Indianapolis, Indiana, in the heart of the city, what does that look like? Because that may be hard to see if you don't know what that means.
Yeah, it's beyond lines of code. It's beyond workspaces. It's actually about our talent. We're responsible for bringing 500 jobs to Indiana so far this last year that we've been open. It's tech savvy, agile, and fail fast, fail frequently environments that we put them in. And deeply immerse them into technology through our training curriculum. And we deploy them to projects across the globe, across the United States, and right here in Indiana, to really help our clients become at the digital forefront of their transformation.
What are you looking for? What is that? That sort of ideal candidate?
So like I said, we recruit across community colleges, colleges and universities, typically with a STEM background. Okay. So science, technology, engineering, and math. Okay. We also hire individuals that have liberal arts backgrounds. So we need the social psychologist, we need the sociologist, we need the left brain and the right brain thinking.
Why do you need that? Because I would think in this kind of space, like I know nothing about how to program that, right? Mm-hmm. But I do have a liberal arts education. Why do you need that?
There is a big push in terms of technology around design and the customer experience and the emotion in terms of the buying process, the consuming process, and the relationships that organizations want to have with their customers. And to do that, it takes really creative minds to think about the design solutions and all the technology around that. So it takes these teams that have a breadth and depth of experience in terms of skills and backgrounds and industry experience to come together to solve those problems.
Are schools doing enough to get them ready for you? In other words, are what the young kids, right, people that are just a little bit younger than you and I, are they coming to you with the skills that you need, or are you having to retrain them beyond the basics that they're getting at their college level courses?
So we do train them to make sure that they are client ready. So a lot of the technologies that our clients use today are incredibly sophisticated. So the learning curve for them is high. There's no question. The great news about technology is that it's been, from an educational standpoint, democratized and decentralized. Anyone can learn this technology.
Okay, that's good.
So we already have people that have already been hands-on coding, created mobile apps, created their own websites, have started to work in the cloud, started to work on Internet of Things devices. And so they're familiar with the hardware, they're familiar with the software. In terms of its broader, bigger business application, that's where we fill in the gaps for them. But certainly I think more can be done from an educational standpoint in terms of getting organizations like Infosys on campuses, in high schools, in middle schools much more frequently and often. So they look like they can choose technology as a career choice, and hopefully it's Infosys.
Rick, thank you so much. Infosys also offers a number of internships. More information at Infosys.com. Right now, an international hotel brand is expanding and opening its doors right here in Indianapolis. It needs people to handle the daily operations of the business from top to bottom. Our TV6's Mark Mullins with what you need to know to land one of these jobs.
Across from one of the city's most popular attractions, bringing in Pacers fans, concert goers, and charity galas, this brand new mid-rise in downtown Indianapolis stands 15 stories tall and has 316 guest rooms. New Orleans-based HRI Properties is opening this combo Hyatt Place, Hyatt House hotel.
All I need is a great attitude. I can work with anything else.
Marley Sumter is on the human resources team helping to fill the open positions to run this hotel as it welcomes its first guests at the end of March. It'll take roughly 75 employees to keep things moving here.
We need room attendants to clean the rooms, night auditors to run the desk at night.
RTV6 dropped into one of the 2 job fairs HRI Properties held recently, where applicants were interviewed and hired and will soon start training. But not all hourly positions were filled. In fact, there are still openings posted on the company's website for accountants, bartenders, cooks, lobby attendants, and security officers.
We're excited for our opening team to be diverse, happy, and ready to get started.
The company stresses it's committed to really hiring Hoosiers.
So that was our goal from the beginning, to get as many people from this area as possible. They know the area. You know that when they have a Pacers game, that's people that's going to understand what's going on with the game.
We love going to new places and making sure that we're hiring people from the community. We're, inserting ourselves in. They're great people.
Hiring locally and expanding globally, reaching the crossroads of America. In addition to the dozens of hotel staff positions being filled here, 3 restaurants are also opening on the lower ground levels, and they'll need workers too. In downtown Indianapolis, Mark Mullins, RTV6.
Hey, Mark, thanks. The city of Indianapolis expects this project to generate an annual payroll of more than $2.8 million a year. The average hourly wage will be more than $13.64. The city also says the construction project itself created an extra 250 jobs. The hotel opens on March the 28th. For more on the jobs, you go to our link at hiringhoosiers.com. This is the Hiring Hoosiers Report, only on RTV6.
Tomorrow in Hiring Hoosiers. It's an industry with a need for people with experience, and these students are getting just that. Turning a love for food into a career. How high schoolers are learning the tricks of the trade in Hiring Hoosiers. All new at 6 a.m.
Keller, right now.
So every Thursday, based on your social media questions, we ask an expert to address the topic at hand. Tonight, our career coach on what to consider when making a job change and why 80% matters when you're filling out that job application.
If you're looking to make a career change or re-enter the job market, the top thing on your list needs to be to evaluate your skills. Take an honest look at yourself of what you can do. Are you a good communicator? Are you detail-oriented? And then think, maybe I need to improve on some of those skills and spend time and energy improving. Or maybe you need to gain a new skill. You actually need to take a class to make yourself more employable. So what we want you to know is, do not take a job out of desperation. You've spent time and energy searching for a job, and you want it to be the right match with your skills and your background, and you're going to have to face rejection. And with that, just know that it does happen. But once again, reevaluate. Believe in myself, move on. And also, we encourage you to apply for jobs where you have at least 80% of the skills. It doesn't have to match exactly. In that interview, you can prove to them that you are the person for the job.
Jill, thank you so much. If you have any questions for our career coach, email us at hiringhoosiers.com.